Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, we've had a lot of fun over the last several sessions, and you may have noticed a kind of repetition in the models that I have put together. So I've been thinking about that. I didn't even notice that until I went back and checked the videos. And so I'm going to come up with what I call the standard model for living in the illusion. And won't that be interesting? And so in a moment, I'm going to bring back my whiteboard, and on it will be the subject that we're going to be discussing. So stick around and we'll see if we can have some fun. So I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back, and thanks for coming back. So this is our topic for today, the standard model for the illusion. So like any standard models, we'll make some assumptions, not too many. We want to stay within the boundaries of a Cam's razor. So we will use very little assumptions. So in the model, we have always drawn, or I have always drawn, the outside and the inside. Now, the strange thing about that model, the outside or the outside, as we went through in other videos, the outside is everything. Everything. Everything is outside of you. So let's just start with that. Let's just start with outside. Outside, which is everything. So I'm going to put that on there, everything. Oh, and over here we're going to have the inside. Now here's the thing about the inside. There is no inside. We don't have any idea where the inside is. Now, when we say outside and inside, we usually think outside the body or inside the body. Here's the thing. You're not your body. Oh, that might surprise you, because you might have thought you're your body. And of course, in the illusion, you think you are. So in the standard model, you think you are your body. But you're not your body. And therefore, there's no inside. What we would consider to be inside, because we don't know who we really are. What we really are. And therefore, trying to define the inside becomes a little problematic. But the outside is everything. We might even be the outside. So, the outside is also, as we discussed before, the consciousness. So outside of you, we can put consciousness. Now that's, again, a little tough to deal with. Because science still struggles with that. Philosophy still struggles with that. Religion still struggles with that as to what is consciousness. Now, as we talked in the past about the other name for what we call this outside, it is called the all. So we have a whole bunch of names for what's out here, and basically it is energy. Energy. So there's a bunch of names, and you can pick your own as to what matches your understanding the best. So this is outside of us. Everything is outside of us. And what's inside of us? For lack of something else, we have divided that up into about 3 or 4 things. We talk about the subconscious. So we have the subconscious. Now, the subconscious mind is the warehouse where we keep all our memories. All our memories are in the subconscious mind. So I'm going to put memories associated with the subconscious. Memories. Okay? Memories associated are stored in the subconscious mind. So we have 2 elements, the inside and the outside. And we have picked some names, everything, consciousness, the all, energy. Now there might be more, but that's enough for the standard model. And inside we have the subconscious mind, which holds all our memories. Now there is a division between these 2. Now we've shown this before, so I'm going to show it again. These 2 seem to be separated between the outside and the inside. And as we talked in the last video, only about sight, I'll put a link to that past video because these get separated in YouTube, and sometimes you don't know which one you get. But what fills this gap, what moves information from the outside to the inside, is our senses. So this gap between these 2 is the outside. Everything, and what fills this gap between the 2 is our senses. So between these 2, I'm just going to draw 5 lines to represent our senses. So information, actually, the information flows both ways. We communicate with the outside everything, and it communicates with us on the inside through our senses. So everything is outside of us. Everything flows. I'm going to draw arrows on both sides just to represent that we communicate. And we're doing that communication, information into us through the senses. But the information that goes to the outside is by what we do inside. So we're going to talk about what we do inside. We take this information in, as we talked about in the last session, and this information flows into a filter system. Now, I've shown this a lot, this filter system. And that's why I said, well, there must be kind of a standard. And so this is a standard. The outside, through the senses, through the 5 senses, the information is always filtered. That's part of the standard model. Information from the outside, everything, is always filtered through the memories. The memories are the filtering system. That determines what data, what information is important for us on the inside. And those memories are past experiences that we have had. And those past experiences, which are now memories, are what is our truth, what we believe to be true for us because of our experiences. So we look at the information coming from the outside, and if that information, that data, doesn't have some reference to our inside memories, it is dropped. Now I'm going to show this as dropped. We don't know how much is dropped, but some is dropped. Some information is dropped out because it doesn't have any reference to what we know from our past experiences. And therefore it is meaningless to us here on what we're calling the inside. So now we get much information coming through this gap between the outside and the inside. You kind of get that? We're developing a model because we've used this several times, several different ways. I've shown it different ways. And I probably will in the future too. But you have some idea that there is a thought process behind it. I just didn't make it up. There is a model, a standard model, and how this illusion works. So we're getting out of the filter system. We have everything out here. And this is energy. So the energy is oscillating, is undulating, is moving around depending on how the frequencies and interactions are in this outside everything. The information goes through our senses. Each sense picks up different kinds of information. The ears don't pick up the same information that the eyes do. the taste doesn't pick up the same information that the smelling does. They are pretty much related in some ways. And so we're getting a broad range of different data that we're taking inside and filtering it through what we know of the past. And so this is all the data. This over here, what we get out, the data less. It's less information than there is out here. We can't get all the information in from the everything because we don't have any experience with everything that's out here. So we filter it. Now, this data, the filtered data, the meaningful information for us, this is what we make our world out of. This is what we make our world out of. We use the high-graded, I better put that down, high-graded data. Not all the data, specific data based upon our past. We take that information and we make our world. So this is the world we live in. We don't live in this world. This world is everything, and we're not capable of experiencing the everything. Not yet. So we get the high-graded data over here, the best fit for our survival based upon our past. This is the illusion. Last time we talked in the last video about the eye and what the eye sees. This is what the eye sees. Oh, excuse me. The eye doesn't see that. The eye sees what's it's capable of seeing of what's out here. So we have an eye here. We have an ear here. How the hell am I going to draw an ear? Okay, make believe that's an ear. And then we have a hand. If I could draw a hand, I would, with 5 fingers. And what do we got? Smell. Make believe that's a gabasa. Yeah, your nose. And then we'll draw a tongue here with taste buds on it. So you're getting all this information from your senses, and you're bringing it in and you're filtering it to what means something. If it's hot and you don't like hot, you filter that information out. You don't taste it. And so you get whatever you get in here, this is your world. This out here, everything unmanifested. In here, with the high-graded data, this is what you manifest. Out here, energy. In here, objects. Clothes and shoes and dogs and cats and kids and everything, houses, everything is manifested from the data. And this is what you believe your world is. And that's the illusion, because what it is just energy. And you make and manifest your world by the high-graded data. You think it's a real world. You think it's physical. You think it's physical. Now, a lot of science in the last 100 years. Before that, there was a lot of ancient wisdom that also said, well, all this is information, is data. New science, quantum physics, this is just data. This is how you use the data to create your unique individual world. Now, did you want to know that? Did you really want to know that you create your world? That's the standard model. Standard model for the illusion. Outside everything, inside your world. Now, your conscious mind, which we always show last because, well, I do. I show the conscious mind last because in this whole process, it is the slowest, the least informed of this whole mechanism. But it's all we know. So we believe what the conscious mind appears to be telling us. Just like for thousands of years, the conscious mind told us the world was flat. We believed it. When we found out it wasn't flat, devastating. Turned everything upside down. Caused all kinds of problems. See, the truth in most cases is not important. Survival. Survival is important. That's why you create this world, for survival. Not this world. This world is everything. This is the world you create to survive in. Now, how you survive is what we're going to be talking about next time, or something like that. So again, outside everything, outside consciousness, the all, energy, which means this part over here is alive. It's mental. It operates. And that's what we need to be aware of. Okay, now hang on. My battery just on my computer, I got to plug it in. See if that helps. You got to flow with the punches here. I mean, you got to keep your battery up. So now, out here, energy, everything, consciousness, the all. So it is infinite. Infinite. Make believe that's infinite. It's infinite. If it's infinite, here's part of the illusion, part of the standard model. This part permeates this part. The infinite is here too. And we are embedded in the infinite, in the everything, in the consciousness, in the all. It's energy. and it's infinite. We're all attached to that. Now, what might be a conclusion from that? Oneness. No matter what it may look like in the illusion, we're all connected. We're all one. And we have chosen, while in the illusion, to see the separateness. To live in the separateness. And then, when this goes away, when the illusion ends, then the separateness becomes the everything. Oh, isn't that interesting? So, there's a lot to think about there. And it is probably so interesting, and you are so charmed by my presentation that you will go back and watch it again. If not, we're going to be doing something else next time. Subscribe below, hit the like button, because that's always fun. And we'll get together and, by the way, the standard model for the illusion. We're living in an illusion, and we're unaware of it. So be good to yourself, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time we get together. Bye now.